Uh, it was a hell of a game. I was really proud of those 6 guys who played. NBA is a funny game, and obviously at halftime it didn't look like we had much going defensively in particular. But like I said, I was really happy for the young guys to get a chance to play. I thought they acquitted themselves very well, and it was a really good opportunity for them, and they took advantage of it.
What was your thinking in starting them and playing only 6 guys?
Honestly, the thinking was give our guys rest. You know, Dame and CJ obviously were initially ruled out. Wanted to get them. We got other guys. Seth missed a game a little while ago. Mo's been battling. It was just to kind of going into it, knowing that those 6 guys were going to play. Rodney and Chief were available if there were foul troubles or we needed somebody to fill in. But the plan was probably to go with those 6 guys.
Potential matchups didn't have anything to do with it or enter into it at all?
No, it was about resting guys. I mean, we've been wanting to rest guys. We haven't been in a position to do it, and that was the overriding thing.
Were you monitoring the Denver-Minnesota game?
Yeah, they kept me informed about it. Yeah, I thought we had a chance. That would have been Denver loss would have been pretty cool for us, but wasn't meant to be.
Why would that have been pretty cool for you?
Well, it would have been a 3-way tie for second, right?
No.
What would have been? It would have been a 3-way tie, right?
You guys would have still been 4.
No, but it's the 3-way tie. We lose the tiebreak, but it was 3-way tie, right? Would that be right? 3-way tie for second?
You'd lose a tiebreaker.
Well, we lose the tiebreaker, but a 3-way tie for second would be pretty cool.
How do you feel about playing Oklahoma City in this game?
It should be a good matchup. I think they've been very competitive games with Oklahoma City last year and this year. Both teams are very similar, both last year and this year. We swept them last year. They swept us this year. It should be pretty competitive.
How much does it do for, even though those 6 may not see as much time in the playoffs, what does it do for their confidence level going into it, knowing that they put together a heck of a game tonight?
Particularly the rookies and Scal playing against his former team and having a good night. Those guys in particular who haven't gotten a chance to play, I think the experience they had tonight will go a long way, whether it's this year or I think it'll be a game that they'll all remember. 30 years from now, they'll be talking about this game. I was really happy for Anthony and Gary in particular because as rookies, to get a chance to do what they did tonight doesn't happen very often.
Terry, do you feel last year's playoff series helped shape you guys at all this year?
I'm sure it had an impact on us. I'm sure that having to hear about getting swept and consecutive losses and all those things certainly shaped our mentality. I don't think, but like we said at the beginning of the season, we have to own it, but we can't dwell on it, and I think we did.
How does not having Nurk change the matchup with OKC, particularly with Steven Adams?
Look, we'll miss Nurk. I mean, that's obvious. Nurk's a big part of what we've done all season, but we don't have him, so we'll figure something else out. Ennis got to keep doing what he's doing. They're a physical team. In the playoffs, it's all hands on deck. You figure things out. 7-game series. There'll be a lot of ebbs and flows, and that's part of the beauty of having a playoff series.
You guys' games against them have often been heated, especially this season. Why do you think that is, and would you say there's a general dislike seen between the teams?
I think you have 2 competitive teams, and when you have a competitive game in the heat of competition, I think that's kind of a normal thing. I don't know. I don't know that there's any animosity or ill will or anything like that. I can just say that they've been physical games and they've gotten heated at times.
We knew Simons had some.
I'm sorry?
We knew Simons had some talent, but 37 points. Talk about his performance.
He playing the point guard, being able to score. He was offensively. we all know that he's very skilled. You know, he can shoot, he can play off the dribble, he can get into the lane. I thought he did a good job of running the offense from the point position. He fought through some, I thought, some fatigue in the first half. You know, and I'll say this, like a lot of guys, you know, defensively is where you got to grow. I mean, we gave up whatever we gave up in the first half, felt like 90 points, at 87, close to 90. You could tell that defensively, now Sacramento shot really well, but you know, the growth of young players in this league, there's probably more room to grow defensively than offensively. But you know, we played zone almost the entire second half, so which I think obviously helped our defense in the second half. But you know, getting back to Anthony and Gary for that matter, I thought, you know, offensively they're both very talented players, and it was a good experience to understand when you give up 87 in the first half that there's room to grow defensively.